In this lesson, we are going to discuss how we solve word problems that involve probability, right? So probability is just the chance that a given outcome will occur, and we typically will express this as a fraction to use that to help us solve a given math problem. Let's look at a couple examples. So this first one here, we're looking at a fast food restaurant that is running a promotion where customers can fill out a survey on the back of their receipt for a chance to win a gift card. The probability that a customer will win is 1 out of 500. So that is our probability, right? And we're given that 50,000 customers completed the survey, right? So if we want to know how many customers will win the gift card, we need to first take that 1 out of 500 probability and turn that into a fraction, right? So 1 out of 500 can be turned into the fraction 1 over 500. Right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to multiply that by the total number of customers. So we have 1 over 500 times 50,000, right? And so then anytime we multiply a fraction by a whole number, we can simply put the whole number over 1 to turn it into a fraction. And that's going to give us the fraction 50,000 over 500. All right, so now what we want to do is we want to simplify this fraction, right? Something that we can do here is we can divide both the numerator and denominator here by 100. Right? And that is going to give us the fraction 500 over 5. So essentially what just happened is when you divide by 100, it's just taking 2 of those zeros off both numbers, right? 500 divided by 5 is going to give us 100. Right? So what does this mean? It means that 100 customers will win the gift card. All right. Let's take a look at another example. Right, so here we're given that a bowl contains 3 red chips, 10 green chips, and 15 blue chips. We want to know what the probability is of selecting a green chip. First thing we need to do here is figure out how many chips are in the bowl, right? So we can do that by adding 3 plus 10 plus 15, right? And that's going to give us 28 total chips. Right, next thing we want to do is we want the probability of randomly selecting a green chip. Well, we're given that there's 10 green chips, right? So the probability is going to be 10 out of the total 28. Right, so 10 out of 28 is our probability of selecting a green chip. Now, a good rule of thumb, just in general, when working with fractions, is you always want to make sure that you fully simplify the fraction, right? So sometimes you won't be able to simplify any further, but in this case, we see that 10 and 28 both have a common factor of 2, right? 10 divided by 2 gives us 5, and 28 divided by 2 gives us 14, right? So the probability of selecting a green chip, we can say, is 5 out of 14. Right, of selecting a green chip, right? So again, probability is the chance. So, right, you might hear 5 out of 14 chance or 5 out of 14 probability, right? Those two words can be used interchangeably.